Blood Bowl bursts into the scene this January as well. Come check out the new Dwarf team, special play cards, and of course, the Dwarf Giants dice.
Spiky bits.
Alright, welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. It is a crazy January. I don't even know what to say. We got white dwarfs, we got blood bowls, we got change, we got stuff all over the place. It's crazy up in here. So first off, we've got the new Blood Bowl box. This bad boy is $35, very similar to what we saw in the past with the Skaven. And of course, the little mini pack of dice, I think is $20. Now, I believe these are still sold out pretty much everywhere. There is also a pitch, which I could not get. They're also sold out like everywhere, so it is what it is. Sorry I can't show you that. It looked to be pretty neat, but I guess we'll never know, at least on this channel. I'm sure some other folks managed to get it as well. Now these, as we've seen in the past, are all the dice you need to play the game of Blood Bowl. You've got two fantastic regular dice that you don't need quite as much, and they definitely feel very good in my hands. I'm really digging these dice. They seem like they have the appropriate girth to be rolling. Very similar to a lot of Games Workshop dice that have been coming out, special edition here in the past. And then of course, the three dice you super need to do everything in the game, obviously right here. And they look like, they're visibility wise, they really remind me of the old dice. They came with the old Blood Bowl box set. So I'm really digging this for sure. So there they are. And you can check those out. I definitely think this is worth, if you're into dwarfs or even just into Blood Bowl in general, I think this is probably one of the coolest sets they come out with. It's very easy to read. They're blue on white. I mean, I don't know what else to say here. They just kind of go with everything. They can go with humans, even though they got the dwarf symbols on them, but you know, it is what it is there. And then you've got your D12 and your little D8, which you don't really use quite as much, but you already know that. All right, so there's those. Put them back almost away. We almost got there. All right, let's take a look at these bad boys here. So again, it's basically a 2 sprue box configuration. They show you on the back what you get, of course. 2 Troll Slayers, 2 Blitzers, 2 Runners, 2 Linemen, style 1, 2 Linemen style 2, and 2 Linemen style 3 kind of type deal. And of course, all the balls, the team tokens, and the turn counters you need. Also the set of transfers, which we also saw with the little Skaven mans that came out recently as well, the Skaven Blade team. Okay, so here's the sprues. Oh, here's the decal sheet, which is really neat. So no matter what color scheme you do, you've got a light set and a dark set to kind of use wherever you want on the models. You can put them on the shoulder pads, you can put them on the back. You know, they've got these little spots on the back for their numbers and things like that. So it's, you know, it's kind of just sky's the limit, whatever you want to do. And then there's different monikers and the Giants team symbol right there as well. Very cool stuff. And then you've got the sprue itself, which again is duplicated twice in kind. So you've got all the models on here to make one half of what we just showed you on the back here. So you're gonna get, you know, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 kind of type deal there. And it doesn't look like it's very posable, but they, again, they're that computer slice, you know, type deal that where it doesn't seem to make any sense at first, but then once you put it together, you know, there's stuff, generally the undercuts are hidden and stuff like that. It's kind of, you know, these are kind of the push fit, I won't lie. They're very push fitty, because it's designed to get up and running. It's almost designed as a board game, not necessarily as a tabletop game, so to speak. So they're a little simpler than we're used to, but they still got that great styling and that really high detailed level that we're used to as tabletop fanatics ourselves, right? So there you go. You can kind of see how it all goes together. It's deceptively simple, but they still look very cool. So I'm digging them. And the Slayers has the most pieces, of course, right there. So, and it looks. Where is it? No, those are, I thought there was alternates, or it's just extra pieces. I'm pretty sure there's alternates. I can't tell from this though. Yeah, it looks like there's the 2 different, yeah, you can do that right there. I was like, I'm pretty sure, I'm trying to read all this. And again, it's in black and white, so I'm almost wondering if they're trying to go big market stores, because you know, yeah, black and white copies cost way less than like color copies. So literally it's right in front of me and I can't even see it. So that was really weird. Forgive my ignorance there. And then you've got the 2 linemen, or a lineman and a runner up there. So I'm digging this kit. Like, I think if you're into dwarfs, you're definitely going to want this one. And it comes with the 2 color decal set, or the 2 tone decal set, just like we saw with the Skaven themselves. And then boom, we've got some special plays on the field. So special play cards. There's actually rules for them in the main rulebook that comes with the starter set. I think the starter set's what, $100, $125. It all kind of blurs together. I almost purged my short-term memory after each week. There's so much stuff coming out, right? It's just kind of crazy. So you got two different sets here. You got heroic feats and magical memorabilia for your two different types of special play cards, which we saw two different types of special play cards come in the starter box as well. Now over on page 25, just to set the scene here, you can see how they work. Special play cards start each game. Decks can be shuffled and placed on the game board. Flip a coin. The winning coach rolls a dice to see how many special play cards they are allowed to take to use during the match. And then you just kind of go from there. It's kind of optional, but you know, it's definitely worth doing if you're kind of into like cool stuff. And there's some really good ones in here. In this one here, I'm just gonna leave these. I'm gonna zoom out the camera because we're not gonna spend hours and hours going over all these. But if you're a Blood Bowl maniac, you're gonna want to see them before you buy, maybe. So let's throw those out there for you so you can vote with your hobby dollars. Like, do I get the dwarf team or do I get the special play cards? Now, these are very nicely printed. They are on semi-glossy stock, as you can see in the light right there. So there's the 10 for the magical memorabilia. So obviously they're artifacts, I guess they would call them. And hopefully you pause the video to take a look at those. And we'll check out the other ones. There's significantly more of the, what is it? The heroic feats ones. So lots of them. I like the one that gives you +3 to your agility if you're doing an interception. And they're like, because they don't have instant replay, and they're like, get a wizard in here. We need to see that one again. Everything in Blood Bowl is always about a wizard. It's silly. Die Hard. And then we've got 6 more to show off here in a second. So there's 10. So there's 26 of these cards in the set. And let's grab the rest. There it is, unlikely interception. Get a wizard in here, we gotta see that again. And then they are. So it seems like, you know, at least to me, that this is a really neat little box to pick up, or set of game aids for $15. And we're going to see that the Stormcasts are actually getting little mini war scrolls coming out next week as well. So I'm super stoked for all of that, of course, as it's coming down the pipe. So that is pretty much it for this week's Blood Bowl releases. But hey, there is plenty more, I am sure, on the way. As we know, there's a steamroller out there somewhere mysteriously in the cut, just chilling. We don't know exactly where, but I'm sure that will be out as a future release. And then we've got some Forge Riddle stuff, Mighty Zug, and other things as well. So stay tuned. More on the way for Blood Bowl.
Deleted scenes, bonus content, and all the interviews and post-game wrap-up videos can be located in the Hall of Veterans on thelongwar.net. Visit thelongwar.net today and try a week completely free with no strings attached. That's not all. TheLongWar.net is also your hobby resource for exclusive early access with an ad-free experience to all your favorite videos. Members of the Hall of Veterans gain early exclusive access to multiple hobby videos.